What's up, my Freaky Fear family? It's me, Fear the GreatWhite, back with an awesome creepypasta for you today. This one is called The Zombie Apocalypse Sucks, written by Killahawke1, narrated by Fear the GreatWhite. This some old bullshit. I tell you what, this here zombie apocalypse ain't living up to what it was supposed to be. Nothing ain't going right, and everything is happening at the worst possible time. First, it had to happen when I was back home in Texas visiting for a spell. Second, it had to be smack dab in the middle of the hottest summer on record. And third, if that ain't bad enough already, them zombies had to be runners. Not shamblers, but runners. And them some bitches are fast too. Oh, I was like everybody else. I played the games, watched the movies, and never missed an episode of the TV shows. I fantasized about the day them zombies would show up and bite the shit out of everyone. Especially all them sumbitches at the credit card companies. I was so sick of them bill collectors harassing me like a bunch of old buzzards. I couldn't answer my phone without using my fake foreign accent. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Hello. May I speak with Mr. Swanson? He no here. When do you expect? He no live here no more. He moved to other place. You call here no more. Eventually, they caught on to my ruse. But you know what? I was getting to a point in my life where I wanted to be a more better person. More sensitive and such. You know, I wanted to be more like Owen Wilson. So I took the very next call and was as polite as I could be. And that debt collector was still all condescending to me. He said, Mr. Swanson, you need to be responsible with your finances. When can we expect payment on the balance due on your account? I was like, you can expect payment anytime you'd like. How about this? Why don't you pick a date and we'll both get to be surprised on that day when you still ain't got your money. I could be more like Alec Baldwin. He's nice and all, but he still keeps a temper to himself. Nope, this zombie apocalypse ain't nothing like it should have been. There ain't no fully stocked grocery stores just waiting to be plundered. There ain't no running water, no lights, no food, no guns. Shit, even the pets have turned on us. The other day, I saw this old man get his ass kicked by a chihuahua. A chihuahua. Yep, there ain't no stashes of guns, no super smart sciencey folks discovering some obvious cure from a houseplant that's been staring back at them this entire time. There most definitely ain't no pockets of civilization waiting with open arms to take in a prodigal son who comes wandering in from the wilderness. Nope, none of that happened. I always imagined that I would be this badass lone road warrior who wandered place to place, getting into adventures and such. My pistols and my shotgun, my only companions. Oh, And a sword. I'd want a sword too. I'd carry it on my back like He-Man done did in them cartoons I was fond of as a youngin'. Mama hated them cartoons. One time she caught me watching one after school, and she howled like a goddamn screech owl. Sweet Jesus, why don't that man got no clothes on? And why all them girls look like the whores of Babylon? I count my blessings to this very day she never got a good look at what them Thundercats was wearing. Poor Mama. Bless her heart. I had to put her down myself. But she's in a better place now. She's up in heaven with Jesus, bumming cigarettes off St. Peter in front of them pearly gates. So, it was during my annual obligatory visit to the farm when the shit done hit the fan. I didn't know what I was going to do with Mama. She really was in no shape to be evading hordes of ravenous zombies and such. There ain't no nice way to put it, but she done definitely let herself go in the past few years. My Aunt Sissy said that she got so big they were afraid for her life every time she sat in her favorite rocking chair. They went through at least 2 porch cats before they decided to do something about it. Poor little bastards. They had to reinforce that old chair with lug nuts just to support her big ass with any level of confidence. She told everyone that Dr. Harris said her weight gain didn't come from a glandular problem. A glandular problem. I said, Mama, the only gland you got trouble with is your saliva gland. But honestly, she did have a weight problem. She could not wait to eat. I should have been one of them professional joke tellers. Well, we were about to hightail it from the farm when that girl from up yonder showed up on our front porch. What was her name again? Jenny. Yeah, Jenny. That real sweet girl with them fucked up eyes. It was a damn shame too, 'cause it was next to impossible to have a serious conversation with that girl. I tell you, she was so bug-eyed, she looked like a big old bullfrog wearing eyeshadow. She had this one eye that was all normal, but the other one, it would do just whatever in the hell it wanted to. Damn, I dared anybody to try to converse with her normal-like and not get a serious case of the heebie-jeebies. You couldn't tell if she was looking at you or looking at your boots. You believe me, that's mighty distracting when a fella's trying to organize his thoughts all proper-like. I did hear, though, that eye of hers could see around corners, too, just like magic. But I ain't one to gossip, so y'all didn't hear that from me. Oh, she used to babysit for all them Taylor kids, but they let her go after only one night. I heard it was going real good and all until that crazy eye of hers got to zipping and zapping this way and that. Well, it damn near scared the living bejesus out of them kids. You could see kids diving out of windows and busting down doors and crashing through walls, just trying to get away from her. Although, I reckon there was some good that came out of all that. From that night forward, there was no problem disciplining them kids. All you had to do was say, "If you don't mind me, I'm gonna get old Jenny to come down here and stare at y'all." What the hell was I talking about? Oh, we came out of the house, and there was little Jenny. She was all dirty and tore up, like she'd had a run-in with a pack of old pissed-off coyotes. The three of us locked eyes. It felt like we stared at each other down for eternity. One bloodshot eye stared at Mama, and the other one, it fixated on me. Well, more like the general location of my left elbow, but I understood her intent. Well, whatever goes on in their heads, I could tell it was working overtime, trying to decide which one of us would taste better. Not to be insensitive or nothing, but it wasn't really a difficult decision if you were looking for the more bang for your buck. It didn't matter how long you've been dead, you can tell the difference between a snack and a banquet. A low growl began to emerge from the girl. It got louder and louder. Then, she charged at Mama. What happened next, I swear on my daddy's grave, is the honest truth. If I'm lying, then rattlesnakes don't like to shake their rattles. Little Jenny jumped on top of Mama, and they crashed to the ground. She then bit down on Mama's throat. Then, out of the blue, she stopped. She looked up at me. Well, kind of, but I've already sufficiently beaten that horse to death. She had this look of confusion. No, more like bewilderment. She sniffed at the bloody mess she'd made of my Mama. She smacked her lips a couple times like she was tasting something peculiar, and finally made a face like she had just tasted the nastiest thing to ever exist on God's green earth. The look of revulsion that spread across her face almost made me bust out laughing. Then it hit me. I knew that face. I knew it very well. Mama had given Miss Jenny NyQuil face. You know, that face you make after drinking that green shit for a cold? That got me thinking. After all this time, you'd think they would have come up with something better than that nasty green death flavor. Cherry tastes like shit too. Anyways, that gave me the opportunity to gather my wits about myself, and I pulled out my handgun. I aimed it real careful-like at the face that was now sticking its tongue out and gagging. Before I pulled that trigger, I thought to myself, I knew it. That old woman was so mean, if anything ever tried to eat her up, it would either spit her out or curl up and die. Mama was pretty much done in. I made sure it was permanent. She was a proud woman, and I knew she would want to keep her dignity, even in death. It's the least I could do, because truth be told, y'all know I ain't nothing more pathetic than when a fat zombie tries to run you down.